Hey guys, how you going? This is BillyEatWorld, and today we're going to take another look at BF3. I've been playing a lot of this game recently and it's a lot of fun, but the more I play of it, the more I realise how far Battlefield has come in the last year or so. Most people remember BF3 with fond memories, and they remember BF4 for all of the problems it had at launch. I think what a lot of people forget though is that BF3 had a lot of problems that were fixed in BF4, and when you put the two side by side you can see BF4 is in a lot of ways a better game. In this video, I'm going to run you guys through my top 5 ways I think BF4 improved on BF3. Now, I realise I could easily do a video about the top 5 ways BF3 was better than BF4, but maybe we'll save that for another video. Bear in mind, this is just my personal opinion, so if you don't agree with me, that's completely fine. Just let me know what you think in the comment section below, and as always, if you agree with anything that you see in this video, make sure you hit that like button. But anyway, to kick off at number 5 is the graphics. BF4 definitely has a polish to it that BF3 just doesn't have, and I know this is to be expected considering the age of BF3, but it's definitely an improvement nonetheless. It's a bit more obvious to me now that I play on the PC, because on the PS3 everything just looks terrible compared to the PS4, and it wasn't a good comparison. The player model seemed to move a lot smoother in BF4, and I think it's actually a lot easier now to spot players against the background. And speaking of spotting, I definitely appreciate the larger minimap Doritos in BF4, because I often miss enemies sneaking up on me in BF3 because of the smaller icons. And coming in at number 4 is the M16A3. Yes, that's right, everyone's favourite god gun. So good in fact that just about everyone still uses it now. I know guns like the AEK and the Ace-23 are pretty common in BF4, but I mean, come on, the M16A3 is everywhere in BF3. BF4 has a lot more weapons, and although some of them are very similar to other weapons, there just feels like a greater diversity in that game. People literally play with the M16A3 in BF3 and nothing else, and you know when that happens in a video game, something's gone wrong in the balancing process. Now, coming in at number 3 is attachments. So this point is actually a number of points, because I think in general the whole attachment system in BF4 is a lot better than it was in BF3. There's a lot more attachment options in BF4, and this lets you customise your gun in a lot more different ways other than just the standard heavy barrel foregrip setup from BF3. The other thing that I really like about attachments in BF4 is that the unlock trees actually make sense by giving you the most popular attachments first. In BF3, the assault rifle unlock tree was so frustrating, especially for guns with terrible iron sights, because it took 50 kills to get a one-time sight and 80 kills to get the holo. So coming in at number 2 is everyone's favourite mechanic, suppression. I think one of the most obvious things you notice when you start playing BF3 after spending a year playing BF4 is that you could almost call this game Blurfield 3. I really don't have a problem with the suppression in BF4, and to be honest, I don't remember really having an issue with it in BF3 either, but after going back and giving it another try, I can honestly say it's terrible. I think suppression is a great mechanic for making a game more realistic, but at the level it's at in BF3, you literally spend most gunfights looking at a mess of pixels. I think especially now, after a few patches, BF4 has really nailed the level of suppression, and you can enjoy the detail of the graphics at the same time as being immersed in the realism of the game. And finally, coming in at number 1 on my list is spawn camping. There's no question the rush maps in BF3 were better, but after playing Conquest for a few days, you start to realise there were some serious problems with the map design in this game. I mean, obviously maps like Metro are probably the worst for this, but I'd just about forgotten that almost every map in BF3 can be spawn camped in some way. I'm not exactly sure what about BF4 solved this problem, but I can remember being trapped all the time in BF3, and except for the maps that came back in Second Assault, I hardly ever have this happen in BF4. I mean, say what you like about the difference in netcode, but nothing says broken more than getting spawn camped, and this for me was a massive improvement in BF4. But anyway guys, that just about wraps up this top 5, so let me know what you think of this list, and let me know what you think of BF3 in the comment section below. Let's get a discussion going about this, because I think BF4 needs to be given credit for what it's done well, despite all of the issues we saw at launch. Also, feel free to let me know what you think BF3 did better, because I just might make a video on this topic in the near future. And as always, if you like what you see, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you haven't already, please check out all my other Battlefield 4 videos. I've got them all linked in a playlist in the description below. But until next time, see you later, and have a good one.